Hello everyone, it's Aaron again. I'm back here at the farm. This is the second permission that I have, and I haven't been here in quite a while. So I'm not gonna pull the gun out yet. I haven't run into anyone. It's pretty quiet around here, and I don't see any of the workers or anything about. So what I'm gonna do is this: I'm gonna wait, and I'm not gonna pull that gun out until I've talked to someone. You know, I could call. I got the phone number of the owner. But I really would rather go face to face since it's been so long, just to remake that contact. So I'm going to leave the gun put up, and I'm going to drive around till I find some of the workers, or at least the farmer himself, and see what we can do about. I'm sure that I can go. I can go right now, but I'm not going to do that. I've been gone too long. We had this virus thing going on. I want to make sure that everything is cool with him still, and just. Get that commitment from him that I can continue to do what I'm doing here. So, you know, and I see some birds around I really like to take some shots at, but I really can't take these shots now. I have to go and find some workers and see what's going on here and get everything fixed up. So let's go see if we can find somebody. And then after that, I see some sparrows. I see some pigeons. Not many pigeons. I see a few sparrows. So we'll get a report from them on how the birds have been since my last visit here. Okay, let's go see if we can find someone.
There you go. I'm gonna ask him if it's okay. Hey. How you doing? Hey, we'll see you. All right, I just had a talk with, I just arrived here as I see it, and I just had a talk. I hope you were able to hear the conversation. Hope you were able to hear the conversation, but one of my friends here, who works here, was wondering why I haven't been out here. And with the coronavirus, I've really been, this second permission, took me a long time to go to the first permission. This second permission, I was kind of hesitant to come, but as you heard, the audio was loud enough, he just called the guy and he said, go ahead, Aaron, shoot all you can. So, hey, we're back on for this permission. But let me just say this to you, okay? I haven't been here since last year. And one of the things that I recommend you guys, even unless you call them, and I tend to just show up, if you do have a permission and you just got it for the first time, and you're off for a year or so, like I was over the winter, when you come back, reaffirm everything. Just make sure nothing has changed, and that it's okay for you to go. And then, because once you tell this guy that, hey, I'm back shooting, he's gonna call the rest of the family, the rest of the workers, and say, hey, the guys go back shooting. So, you know, if you see a gun or something, you ain't gotta be nervous. That's Aaron out there doing some pesting for us. Okay, so make sure you reaffirm that if you've been away for a long time. Don't just show up and start shooting. Okay. And that's just some advice. It's up to, it's up to you to do what you want to. I don't know what other people do, but with me, if I've been gone for a significant amount of time, I am going to make contact. The gun is still in the case. I'm going to get it now. Bear with me. Okay, I'm sorry that's shaking. This thing here, I'm trying to get a more stable system. So you're gonna have a little shake, but bear with me till I can get a better system. I'm trying this so to give you guys a perspective of what I'm doing here better. And so, and every now and then you're gonna hear a funny noise from my truck. That's the pump slipping, and it costs too much to get fixed. So, and it's an old truck, I'm not gonna fix it. So let's just turn this on, and let's drive around and see what we have. We're back on for this permission. I'm happy as heck. And that works for me. As you can see, I have the impact with me again. And the nice thing I like about the impact is this. What I don't like about it is this thing is really loud compared to my 177 in the P15. This route on here is just not that good. And this is the Mark 1. On the Mark 2, they may have fixed that. But this thing here really spooks them. Now, I'm gonna, people were telling me what birds You know, I've gotten a few people who have said to me, Aaron, you just shot a swallow, one guy said to me. And I wrote him back, I said, nope, that's not a swallow. And then he came back and said, he apologized, yeah, you're right, it's not a swallow. But I was using the ATN at that time, and the ATN is not that clear because you're actually looking at a picture. You're actually looking at a picture in the camera, and then what's being projected to you is a picture. But I got a bird out here. One thing I have done is I've got with me now. I used to be guessing all the time, guys. I have with me now these, and these things here are going to tell me what distance these things are. So I'm going to show you an example of that in a second. Okay, that bird there is 40 yards exactly. That sparrow is 57. Okay, now I'm going to show them to you in the scope. Okay. Now, here's a real good example. Okay. Should I take this shot, people? Okay. Would you guys take this shot? Around the world, the probably answer is probably yes. In Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, probably other states, it is yes. But in Michigan, this is a mourning dove. Mourning doves are protected in Michigan. If you take this shot, you're in big trouble. So you don't take it. And there's several other birds you don't shoot here in Michigan. There's a plover. It's a bird that lives on the ground. Here comes the truck. I gotta back off. That truck that just went by is a real good example of letting them know you're here. Because all of a sudden he sees me with a gun and he don't know anything about it. A new employee or something. Here we are in trouble again. Anyway. Okay. You gotta know what you can shoot and what you can't shoot. You gotta know. Alright. You gotta know what's protected. And around Michigan, there are basically three birds that are protected. That I know of. There's I think it's called a plover or something. Those are little birds that nest on the ground. And when you go near their nest, they fake wounded and run around and fake wounded. I don't know if you ever seen those birds. I forget what they call. Those are protected. Doves are protected. Robins, you don't want to shoot a robin here in Michigan because robin is our state bird. I don't know if they're protected, but they're definitely a state bird. And I think if it's a state bird, they probably are protected. Now, I know of those 4 that are protected here in Michigan. Now, there's some red-winged blackbirds here in Michigan, and they're not protected. But there's a bird that looks exactly like them that's in California and around those areas that is protected. I know someone got on me one time about that. I try not to shoot red-winged blackbirds though, because I don't consider them to be pests unless I see hundreds of them, and then we may try to take out a few. But for the most part, I stay away from red-winged blackbirds. So anyway, let's drive around here and cock the gun and drive around here and see what we can find. Besides that dove sitting up there, of course. And I'll just take you guys on a quick tour of this farm as we go. Okay. You're not going to be able to see a lot of it from there, and this thing is going to shake a bit because it's really unstable. I got another system that I got to get fixed. We're driving around now. I just talked to one of the farm hands here, and he was telling me that in the spring there was thousands of birds out here, and they was asking me why they did not come out in the spring. And I must admit that with the COVID thing, I was really trying to stay away because there's some people this COVID thing wearing them at all. And then you got others that are scaring them to death. And so with me, it was just hard for me to decide, should I go out there or not? So I kind of stayed away and let things cool down a little bit instead of in terms of the panic. And so I'm back out here today for the first time at this farm, and it's almost fall. And he was saying, boy, you should have been out here in the spring. There were thousands of them around. And this spring I'll definitely be out here, but this virus has kind of messed everything up. But he said they're fine with it. You know, I'm going to keep my distance and be respectful of all of the workers here and everyone here. I'm not going to go in any buildings, of course. And for the most part, I really don't run into them that much. If I see a truck coming, I drive away and that sort of thing. But anyway, let me just real quick you guys with this farm. Basically, The shot is up on the silo there. Up on the silo there. Although I see a couple of birds I might be able to take out. A couple of sparrows. I see three sparrows. I'm gonna see if I can take them out. So let me get up here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to. Let me go over here. One of the farmers is calling me. I don't know which one he is. I don't know this guy, so I don't remember him. But I already talked to the owner, so I'm not worried about anything, but I want to see what he wants. Hey, how we doing?
You looking for somebody or?
Oh, no. I'm the shooting guy.
You're the shooting guy.
Yeah.
Well, get them. There's pigeons. There's been pigeons here all spring.
Oh, yeah. I would tell you what, I would have been out here earlier, but like I'm telling everybody, with this virus thing, some people are scared to death. Other people, and it's those ones who panic. Those are the ones, I don't want to go out and they say, oh, you're here, you can't hunt here anymore because you're endangering, you know. I don't want that, so I waited, and now everything is cool, so now I'm starting to go out and do a little bit more
fine.
of it. But, you know, I don't know, but I'm glad to be back.
Good.
Yeah, the virus threw me off, and I see you got some sparrows around.
Yeah.
And a few pigeons. The pigeons always want to lay out over there about 150 yards away.
Yeah.
No point in taking that shot, but when they come down here, I'll be waiting for them.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
What was your name?
I'm Kurt.
Kirk, I'm Aaron, man.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, man.
You bet.
You'll see me around a lot now.
Okay.
At least once a week.
Okay, good.
All right. Thanks.
Yep.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, the guys here, Kurt, the guys here, I'm telling you, they're all great. There's a sparrow up there, and I got to try to take him out. But they're all great. I don't know if you can see them. But you can see them. Just see. Yeah, right there on that roof right there. No, you're looking at the wrong. I'm looking at the wrong one. It's the roof of here. See if I get a turn on this so you can really see the shot I'm trying to take. Okay. You probably can't see them, but there's a little speck right there on the top of that roof there. Stop this from shaking. And I'm gonna try to take out my first one here of the year. And just so you know what I have to go through, I have to turn that on. I have to put that on video. I have to root that up. I have to hit this. And I gotta hope that kill that tractor doesn't steer me. It didn't. And that's gonna mask my shot, which is good. So here's the first shot here this year. Here's the first shot here this year. Got it. Hey, we made our first shot. Okay, I'm gonna turn this thing here off now and just go hunting. But I just wanted to just show you the perspective of what we're doing. And let me back up a little bit and show you a couple more things before I do turn it off here. And boy, I'm telling you, the flies are out here today. They're all in the truck already. But if you look up right there, this silo here, the pigeons are gonna come in from over here and they're gonna land on top of this thing here. And I'm gonna be taking shots out this window like this. Okay, they're gonna be shaky shots. I'm gonna miss some of these shots. We got wind blowing this way or swirling. Okay, so different kinds of things are gonna happen, and I'm gonna miss some shots. But that's one perspective on the buildings. We got more buildings down here. We got more buildings over here. We got a big silo over here that's full of pigeons at the top, but that's 100 yards away, and I just don't take those shots. But those guys that are taking 300-yard shots. Let me just get around here so I can show you a 200-yard shot on that real quick. And then I'll turn this off. Well, we got our first, oh, there's another bird, there's more birds. Gotta take this shot. Okay. Hit record. Luckily the phone hadn't been in hibernation. I'm gonna raise the window up a little bit here just to help me with my stabilization. And I got record. And I'm gonna try to take some out right here. Cock the gun. Oh, yeah, go ahead, you guys. Get on me about it. Got him. That's two. And I'm gonna tell you, we're not gonna get a lot today. And I think you might have saw that hit, but I think it was right there on that bar there, so you weren't able to see it. But anyway, let me show you one more thing, then we'll go sparrow hunting, because The pigeons don't seem to be around.
Okay, I'm doing this quick video for you right here. It's kind of loud, but this is why I love coming here. Those buildings there have very thick tin on them, so I could take shots against those all day long and not hurt anything. At this permission. Down there, that building you see way down there, I have to be careful. Even though that's a tin, it's a stronger gauge than the aluminum. Where I have to really be careful is right here. Okay, this is aluminum, and this is the stuff you saw in my video when I was shooting at it. Those shadows you just saw were from pigeons flying over. This is the stuff that really easily penetrate. I need the 45-degree angle on. But so 45-degree angle on that. Down there, I can almost, the brown stuff, I can almost hit that straight on and not go through it with a 177. And these things here, they're impervious to anything. But that stuff is thick. So just wanted to show you again, you know, in terms of when I'm shooting, where I'm shooting, I'm always trying to be mindful of what it is that is the backstop for that pellet. And so right here, that stuff right there will stop it every time. Now we get down to another little small building here, where there's a motor house in here. And again, we're looking at that real thin aluminum that I tested in the yard that I need 45 degrees on in order not to penetrate. Now we're back to the thick stuff again. And down here, this is the old tin. That's why it's rusty. That's the old tin stuff up there. And that tin stuff is a lot thicker gauge, and it's a lot harder to penetrate. I wouldn't shoot dead on at it, but I would shoot at it at any angle. Anyway, just an idea. Back to the hunting. This guy is 38 yards away with a little wind blowing to the right. Got him. Okay, here's a really good example, you guys. Okay, here's a real good example of driving around and trying to do this. That bird right there, I just shot him. Forgot to hit record. And it happens a lot. I hit record that time. Got two of them side by side. This is a 50-yard shot, you guys. Exactly 50 yards. The wind is blowing a little bit to my right. It's an 8th holdover. Right about there. Got him. That was 50 yards with a little bit of wind to the left. 30 yards away, the wind is blowing a little bit to my left. Winged him. This guy here is 30 yards. 30 yards. Dead off. Got him. Yards should be dead on. Nope. Parent bird. Got him. I'm really glad I brought my rangefinder because these guys here are not giving me anything close. And they just flew away. Oh, there's one still there. They're not giving me anything close. I'm not gonna take this shot because there's a guy working in that barn over there, and he'll hear the tink off the roof and may think I made a hole even though I didn't. So I'm gonna pass this shot up. This bird is 45 yards away with the wind blowing a little bit to the left. You're right, which is gonna be right about here. Got him. 45 yards, wind blowing right to left. The birds are not giving me short shots today. This is 45 yards again. They're not letting me get close. Missed them. $20 yards away. And I can't tell what that is.
Doesn't look like a, it's not a pigeon. How much you call that, a dove? Yeah, that's definitely a dove. Dove at 50 yards can't take the shot though, you know. We've already talked about that. Okay, I got a couple pigeons here. These pigeons are 90 yards away straight up. And I don't know what they are in terms of distance to the shed, but it's 90 yards straight up. And there's no point in me trying to take the shot because I have no idea if that's the holdover, that's the holdover. I know it's 50 years, I know it's 60 years, but I don't know what 90 is, so I'm not going to spook them and educate them, so I have to pass this shot up. This pigeon is now 55 yards away straight up. I don't think it's going to drop much, but it might go a little to the left. Winged him. Should have held it straight on. Well, all in all, it wasn't a bad day. Real sunny out here today. But we got some pigeons, a couple of pigeons. We got some sparrows. The birds are really not around yet. And as you heard the farmers say to me that in the spring, I guess they were really crazy around here. But I didn't come because of the virus thing. But I'm back now, and I know in the fall they'll be thick again. Come up here to fatten up and to get food for the winter. So we'll be coming out here about once a week and once every 2 weeks. Switching off and just see if we can do a little damage to them. The birds that I've been shooting around here are the birds that are basically living in the area. So all in all, it wasn't a bad day, but you know, I guess the lesson to be learned from this one is that you know, if you get a permission and you haven't been there for a while, I guess you could call them, but I like face contact. Just let them know you're coming, and they'll let everybody else know you're coming. And then when you get there, there won't be any problems. And I think that's a very important thing, is that you keep the farmers abreast of what it is that you're doing and when you're doing it. And if you've been gone for a long time, reestablish that contact. Make sure everything is good. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing out and get on out of here. Hopefully, I'll be getting some more videos to you now because it's middle of August and it's almost the season. October through snow is the time to be here. So hope you enjoyed it and keep it safe, and we'll try to keep the videos coming. Have a good one.